Your guinea pig may love being around you without ever touching you. No cuddling, no licking, no jumping into your arms. And yet, sometimes, the way a guinea pig looks at you, waits for you, follows your movements, or simply chooses to stay nearby can reveal something surprisingly emotional. Because guinea pigs don't express affection the way humans do. They don't have to touch you to feel connected to you. In fact, some of their most meaningful signs of trust happen from a distance. And once you learn what to look for, you may realize your guinea pig has been saying, "I feel safe with you," all along. Imagine being a tiny animal in a world filled with enormous creatures. Every sudden movement could mean danger. Every unfamiliar sound could be a warning. For guinea pigs, this isn't just imagination. They are prey animals, and their instincts are built around recognizing danger and finding safety. That's why trust means so much to them. A guinea pig doesn't automatically assume that a human is safe. They learn it slowly through repeated experiences. Your voice becomes familiar. Your footsteps become predictable. Your presence becomes part of their environment. And eventually, something changes. They don't need to escape every time you appear. They begin to understand that you are not there to hurt them. This is why guinea pig affection can be so easy to misunderstand. We look for obvious physical affection, but guinea pigs often communicate through distance, behavior, routine, and comfort. Sometimes the most loving thing they can do is simply remain near you without feeling the need to hide. And once you understand that, many ordinary moments with your guinea pig start to look completely different. 1. They choose to stay near you. Imagine your guinea pig is free to explore. There are different corners of the room, different sounds, and different places where they could hide. But instead of disappearing completely, they settle somewhere close to you. Maybe they're eating hay while you're sitting nearby. Maybe they're resting in their enclosure while you work beside them. Maybe they simply remain in the same area instead of rushing away whenever you move. It may not look like affection, but there's something important happening here. Guinea pigs are prey animals. Their instincts encourage them to retreat when something feels threatening. So when a guinea pig becomes comfortable enough to remain nearby while you are present, that distance can actually be meaningful. They don't necessarily need to climb onto you. Sometimes choosing your presence is the affection. And there's an even subtler sign coming next, because sometimes your guinea pig doesn't just stay near you, they actively monitor where you are. Have you ever noticed your guinea pig looking toward you when you walk across the room? You may think they're simply curious, and sometimes they are. But repeated attention toward a familiar person can tell us something deeper about how an animal responds to its environment. Your guinea pig has learned that you are part of its world. Your footsteps have become familiar. Your voice has become recognizable. Your movements have become predictable. And predictability matters enormously to a prey animal. The human standing nearby is no longer just a giant unknown creature. It's you. The person who brings food, the person whose voice they recognize, the person who appears again and again without causing harm. So when your guinea pig pauses to watch you, it isn't necessarily saying, "Come touch me." It may simply be communicating something much quieter. "I know you." And sometimes recognition is the beginning of trust. But there's another behavior that can reveal an even stronger emotional connection, one that happens when your guinea pig starts associating you with something they deeply value. 3. They become more active when you appear. You walk into the room. Suddenly, your guinea pig becomes more alert. Maybe they start moving around. Maybe they approach the side of the enclosure. Maybe they begin making excited little sounds. To an owner, this can feel like an obvious greeting, and sometimes that's exactly how it feels, but there's psychology behind it. Guinea pigs are capable of learning associations. If your presence repeatedly predicts food, attention, exploration, or comforting routines, your guinea pig can begin connecting you with positive experiences. Eventually, your arrival itself can become meaningful. You're not simply the person who provides something, you're part of the pattern that makes good things happen. And that matters. Because emotional bonds aren't always created through physical contact. They're often built through repeated experiences of safety and consistency. Your guinea pig learns, when this person appears, nothing bad happens. Sometimes something good does. And that brings us to one of the sweetest signs of all. 4. They relax when you are around. This one is easy to miss because affection doesn't always look exciting. Sometimes it looks incredibly boring. Your guinea pig is eating slowly, stretching out, grooming itself, resting in an exposed area instead of hiding, and you're sitting nearby. Nothing dramatic is happening, but that may actually be the point. A nervous guinea pig is constantly prepared to react. A comfortable guinea pig can afford to relax. If your presence becomes associated with safety, your guinea pig may eventually stop treating you like something that needs to be monitored every second. They can eat while you're there, rest while you're there, explore while you're there, and perhaps most importantly, sleep while you're there. Think about how vulnerable sleep is for a small prey animal. When your guinea pig relaxes deeply in your presence, it can be one of the quietest signs that the environment feels safe enough for them to lower their guard. They aren't hugging you, they're doing something more instinctive. They're allowing themselves to relax beside you. But there is another sign of affection that can be even more personal. It involves something you may not realize your guinea pig is learning every day. 6. They recognize your voice. Your guinea pig may not understand human language the way we do, but that doesn't mean your voice means nothing to them. Over time, they can become familiar with the sound of your voice, your tone, your footsteps, and the patterns surrounding your daily routine. And sometimes you'll notice something subtle. You speak, and their attention changes. Their head turns. Their body becomes alert. They look toward you. Maybe they even move closer. That moment can feel incredibly small, but imagine what it means from their perspective. Among countless sounds in their environment, one particular sound has become familiar, your sound. Your guinea pig doesn't need to understand every word. They only need to learn that the voice belongs to someone who is safe, and that is one of the beautiful things about animal bonding. Sometimes affection isn't expressed through touch, it's expressed through recognition. But there's one behavior that may be even more revealing because it shows that your guinea pig isn't simply tolerating your presence, they're expecting you. 7. They don't run from you anymore. Perhaps the most emotional sign is also the simplest. Your guinea pig doesn't immediately run away when you enter the room. Maybe they pause. Maybe they look at you. Maybe they continue eating. Maybe they simply stay where they are. For someone else, that might look like nothing, but for a prey animal, the absence of fear can be incredibly meaningful. Think about the journey that had to happen first. At the beginning, you were unfamiliar, your hands were unfamiliar, your voice was unfamiliar, your footsteps were unfamiliar. You were simply a large creature entering their environment. But over time, something changed. Your presence became predictable, your actions became familiar, your smell became recognizable, your voice became part of their world, and eventually they learned something incredibly important. You are not a threat. And that's where affection becomes something deeper than physical contact, because your guinea pig may not always say, "I want to be held." Sometimes they're saying something much quieter, "I feel safe enough to stay." And for a guinea pig, that may be one of the most meaningful forms of trust they can give. If this changed the way you see your guinea pig, consider sharing this video with another guinea pig owner. And if you'd like to understand more of the quiet emotional language hidden inside those quiet behaviors, subscribe to The Guinea Mind, because sometimes the smallest animals have the deepest things to say.